Little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Ripping them was honest. We used to drug them hardest. Then we pull up in the furnace. Go up. Walk in.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Ravens going up against the Bengals.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. A first carry now. This is Hill. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Check 99.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. from the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Terrell Suggs able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here. Across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals take possession. But for the Bengals, it was another season without a playoff win last year. They haven't won a playoff game since January of '91. That's the longest active drought in the league. But for the first time in 6 years, it was a season without a playoff appearance as they limped home last season 6-9-1.
None of us really anticipated that either. So they realized where some of their deficiencies lay. And one of them, speed outside. And they ended up drafting John Ross out of Washington, who ran a 4.22 40-yard dash at the Combine, and also added a big-time back in Joe Mixon, who can run and catch with equal proficiency.
Dalton throwing on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. The gun, it's Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Tyus. And that'll bring up fourth down. Now the left-footed punter in his 9th year, Kevin Huber, on to kick, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Ravens making their way out. And is this a pivotal year for them? And I ask that because of this. You look at, they won Super Bowl 47, Charles, but they've missed the playoffs 3 of the last 4 years, including 8-8 a year ago. It is a pivotal year because they are so used to being in that mix, even though they have to deal with Pittsburgh in their own division. Even though they have to... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Flacco from the shadow of the goalpost. And that is incomplete. And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up? No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver. A nice AFC West matchup. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. They start on the ground with West. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Partner, I think a lot of people thought that Baltimore would draft at least one runner. In fact, they didn't take any skill position players in the draft. So I think a lot's still going to fall on Terrence West.
Well, he did have over 1,000 yards from scrimmage last year, a career high. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Flacco here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Dalton gives to Bernard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They send Green to the left on his own. Andy Dalton. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
The drive begins with a handoff to West. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Flacco looks to throw. Caught left side, Gilmore. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Flacco. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do snap it. Flacco now. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second and 10. Flacco once more. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Flacco from the gun. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Flacco now on 4th. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Flacco. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, his first touchdown as a member of the Ravens. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now Bernard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team defensive tackles because we asked them to just eat.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They begin here with a run by West. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To pass, Flacco. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carlos Dunlap getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Ross on the return. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Bernard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
The play clock's running down. To throw here, Dalton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Ravens on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Flacco. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Now a carry for Bernard. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, here's Bernard. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Bullock will put this one through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, Get him out in the flat and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Setting up the screen for West. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Flacco. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Now here's Ross. Oh, a nice spin. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Oh, passing it. Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 10 yards there and a Bengal 1st.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll run it here with Bernard. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Dalton wants to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
here's Dalton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And, oh, no, he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Ravens on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all the way.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now Dalton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bengals, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.